The next 4 quarters, only keep it light. Strapped in tight, we're taking flight. From the field to the court, we'll have our sight.
All right, welcome back to the next week on the next 4 quarters. I'm Daryl, that's Tony, Vic, and Gary, and here's our main course. First thing I want to talk about is the NFL honors, just because couple things that I was thinking when I was watching the awards assembly. Josh Allen had like the greatest acceptance speech I've heard. Like, makes you really love that guy. And then after the speech, they give him a video of kids from like the children's hospital he goes and visits. And they all were like, oh, congratulations on being MVP and all that stuff. This dude's like crying. He's like in tears. He remembers their names and stuff. He's like, oh, I remember her. I was like, that's just a good dude. That's just a good dude. It makes me happy to see this guy. Von Miller came out, congratulated Pat Surtain. Like, that was a big thing. Not on the awards, but like on TikTok, he's got a congratulations to Pat Surtain. And
nothing hurts my heart more that, we traded Von Miller and the fact that he still freaking loves Denver. Like,
oh, I know.
Von Miller loves Denver and is always talking good about, which is a testament to the leadership of Pat Bowlen and what he did for that team.
Sure.
Von Miller's awesome. So is Pat.
Yeah, I like Von Miller. And then just staying on the NFL honors thing, the Hall of Fame. So Sterling Sharp made it to the Hall of Fame. And Shannon was the one that, got to welcome him to the Hall of Fame. I thought that was awesome.
Pretty cool. Well, it's about time. Sterling Sharp should have been in a long time ago. If he didn't get hurt, he could have been number one.
Dude, he had Jerry
Rice.
Rice
was amazing.
Numbers.
Oh, yeah.
For
7 seasons, he was amazing.
It was comparable to Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
He was the only one that could keep up, which is crazy.
The thing about that's so crazy about the Hall of Fame that pisses me off, like Gale Sayers made it. Not Gale. Is it Gale Sayers? Yeah, because he only played for 7 years, right? Was it Gale Sayers?
I think so.
That sounds right.
And they're like, yeah, but if he hadn't got injured. So it was okay for Gale Sayers to get in because he played for Chicago, because it's such a storied franchise. But then you look at a guy like Terrell Davis had to like fight to get in with better numbers than Gale Sayers, right? Like the media bias with the Hall of Fame and who they chose to let in for all that time. Sure, Sterling Sharp should have been in a long time ago, just like Rod Smith has almost the exact same numbers as Michael Irving. And they don't ever talk about Rod Smith, right? I mean,
no, it's because he was undrafted.
I think he has more receiving yards and more receptions. Now his yards per catch is lower, but he's got more touchdowns. So why would Rod Smith not be in that conversation? Michael
He's
Irving.
undrafted. He's not that personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of it has to come down to personality.
No, but Josh Allen, dude, I was watching that, him watching those clips of those kids, and it was like, damn, it got me emotional, man. He did remember their names. He was like calling them out as they were talking. And I was like, bro, like if, he didn't win a Super Bowl, obviously he didn't make it, but like if there's a win, like that's a win for him. You know what I mean? Like hearing that, seeing them kids, send him a video, win an MVP, like that's a good second place. Or whatever you want to call it, like
consolation prize.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, he deserves it. But
at this point, you're like, man, Josh Allen needs that ring. He really does, man. You gotta do whatever you can. You gotta move mountains to get that dude a ring, because really,
he'll be the quarterback that gets one.
That's fine. I didn't want him in with like
capable
like a Marino.
of getting more, but only got the one. I hope that's his story, not zero.
Me too.
No, he'll get more than one. Peyton Manning didn't break through for like 8 years. He'll be like Peyton Manning, once the Bills figure out the supporting cast that he needs to get him there.
Well, once people start hiring coaches away from the Chiefs.
Pisses me off. 3 Broncos coaches. We get one good year, not even good, just not a losing season. We lose 3 coaches. Steve Spagnuolo. Still there. The only coach from the Chiefs that has left is Eric.
So it wasn't a good year?
It was good enough. I mean, if we're talking high school diploma or GED, we got a GED this year.
What are you saying, really?
We just didn't have a losing season. Usually when you lose 3 coaches, comparatively, to lose 3 coaches, that's not something that warrants losing 3 coaches.
No. It's not like we had the Lions
you got to have
year.
a good year to lose 3 coaches.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
There's just no reason that
we were
three
supposed to be 4-12, 4-13.
True.
13. Yeah. That's what they should. That's what Vegas said they're going to be.
We did.
Yeah, so, pretty good. And then Kevin O'Connell got coach of the year like we thought. Jaden Daniels, of course. Jared Verse. I was like, all right, cool. We're good.
I was
Everything else is
shocked
pretty much normal.
how much disrespect.
Well, Burrow got comeback player of the year, and I was like,
Who did?
Joe Burrow was comeback player of the year, and I was like, really? I didn't think he ever left. Like, he
What
played most
about-
of last season, right?
What about Justin Jefferson acting like Joe Biden up there?
Oh, God, yeah. The
Jeez.
teleprompter, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, the teleprompter. We're just going to
Fuck.
start it again. It's fine.
Smacking the mic and shit. Like, oh, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That dude never had to talk in
Patrick
public ever.
Surtain, though. That's dope, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
That's-
is more
big
bullshit
win.
that Champ Bailey didn't get it the year he had 12. Was it 12 interceptions?
At least
And he
10.
didn't win it. Was it 10?
At least.
It was-
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
double digits.
Jason Taylor won with 13 sacks. Are you freaking kidding me? I couldn't believe too that Bo Nix only got third place. Like
He was behind,
no
but he was behind Jaden Daniels and Brock Bowers. And I was like, Brock Bowers did have a fantastic year.
with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell.
Yes.
I mean,
So I'm like, okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
He broke records not only for tight ends, but for like receiving.
Everything.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
He destroyed everybody's everything.
Yeah. And it's like Jaden Daniels, of course. Bowers, okay, I'll give you Brock Bowers. That's fine. And then Bo Nix was third. I was like, I'm good with this. I don't have a problem.
I still think he should have got high. I mean, I like Bo Nix, man. I thought he had a.
I mean,
hell of
we're going to go over a career of things. But yeah, when they were asking the Chiefs players about Bo Nix, they were all like, that dude's good.
he's pretty good.
He's good.
He's pretty good.
We're going to have a problem.
Dude,
And then
I
Sean Payton's out there talking shit the whole time. He's like,
What
yeah,
is-
we're going to be a problem. I was like, God damn it, Sean Payton.
But don't
Shut the
jinx us.
fuck up.
I might be becoming a Chiefs fan,
Oh, God.
slowly but surely.
Dick getting close
It's
to your
because you
mouth,
watched
though.
that Chris Jones video.
Funny. He watches the Chris Jones video. He's like, I mean, like Chris Jones.
Yeah, I'm a
and the
Chiefs
Chiefs.
fan now.
Not every time I
ordered
watch
the wrong sucker.
every time I watch Patrick Mahomes do like play or talk to the media, it's like it's hard to hate him. Like I hated him, but it's like, dude, like he's good.
Well, the thing is, I don't
Like, he's
really hate
good.
Mahomes. I don't hate Kelsey. I don't hate Andy Reid. I just hate the Chiefs football team.
And the way he plays the
I
game
hate that
though
they're in our
is like
division.
backyard.
I hate we
like,
got to play them twice a year, and I hate that they have a dynasty going.
The thing about Patrick Mahomes living in Kansas City, he is like the class of the city, like the nicest human being you can meet. And it's like so genuine. You know, my daughter worked at Community America, which is like the bank of the Kansas City Chiefs. And she called me one day. She said, Dad, you wouldn't believe who came to work one day. It was Patrick Mahomes. He talked to everybody, blah, 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 blah. Right? I was like, well, that's cool. She said she talked to him about her dog, right? He comes back like 3 months later and asks Kendra about her dog. Like, she's like, he like, it wasn't just generic conversation. He remembered me. He remembered what we talked about. Like, just the nicest freaking guy. You want to hate him, but you can't because he's so freaking nice. Nice. Eight ball.
and have you seen him without his shirt on?
That's a
Guy
body
looks
we
like
can
a
all
fucking
strive
bodybuilder,
for.
man.
Oh Lord,
Not like
that's your superpower, Tony.
if he played for the Broncos, man, he'd be obviously my like all-time favorite player.
Dude, he have a statue already.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he's good, dude. And I'm just tired of hating
beyond
because
good.
like I learned with Peyton with Tom Brady, like I hated Tom Brady. I hated the Patriots so bad, dude. Like it affected me on game day. Like I hated him so bad. And like I'm just like, you know what? Maybe just enjoy what he's doing. You know what I mean? Maybe
Oh,
just
yeah.
enjoy what the Chiefs are accomplishing. I don't know. It's too
Now-
much to hate.
too
much energy.
That's
Too
why I
much
just
to
hate
hate.
the Chiefs football team. Just the Chiefs
Just
team.
the Chiefs.
Yeah,
just
the
the Chiefs.
name Chiefs. I don't like to see it on the schedule. I don't like to see it in the rankings. I don't like any of that.
Yeah, we don't like seeing it on the schedule. Fuck.
I don't mind the players. I just don't like that team.
I hate Steve Spagnuolo too.
I
do
mean,
hate
I
Steve.
want them to lose this Super Bowl, but
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be
You
rooting for him,
picked him
kind
to
of.
win.
I know.
Yeah, you picked him.
Tony's got a pickle happening, you know.
It's strategery, Gary. Strategery.
So
But anyway, getting back just real quick on the NFL honors before we go forward. So Sterling Sharp made it. Who else made it? Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, Eric Allen. They all made it. My thing is Eli Manning, and Adam Vinatieri, T. Sizzle, not Tony, but Terrell Suggs, and Luke Kuechly didn't, and they were on the ballot.
Yeah, Luke
Now,
Kuechly deserves to be
Kuechly?
in.
How
Yeah.
did he not make the cut?
Yeah.
Like Eli
Yeah.
Manning, okay, I understand. That guy was a career 500. He got 2 Super Bowls, stopped the Patriots from being 18 and or
Yeah.
what was it, 19-0.
yeah, I mean,
And that's
He'll
cool.
make it.
He'll make it eventually.
in, but he shouldn't have been in this year. Luke Kuechly should have been in.
yeah, he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Luke Kuechly was,
And Adam
amazing.
Vinatieri,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mr. Clutch.
Hold on.
Adam Vinatieri, I don't know, man. It's almost like he stayed around too long and soured his name. You know what I mean? Like, because
Well, when he went to
retired.
Indianapolis.
Huh?
When he went to Indianapolis.
Yeah, I was
It's kinda like the problem with
Indianapolis
Elam.
for-
You
what's
don't
that?
think Eli
It's
Manning's
like
the
Elam.
first ballot?
He's at 144 and 144 all time.
What was Dan
Like
Marino?
he's actually 500.
Dan Marino is one of those winning quarterbacks there was.
What was his?
He just didn't-
What was it? I don't know. I'm
No, let's
asking.
see. We'll look it up.
He didn't win a ring.
We'll Google it. I'll be the Googleizer.
Googleize me.
I'm
Of
gonna
course, they can't
say-
just tell you. You know, you
Hold
gotta
on.
like really get in there.
I'm going to say
147
Dan
and
Marino,
95.
Okay, and I'm not saying that, that
147
Eli
and
Manning
95.
is better than Dan Marino. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Dan Marino made it first ballot, and he has no rings. Eli
Dan
has 2
Marino
rings.
was consistently good. Even
Yeah,
I mean,
we're gonna get to this in a little bit. We gotta
because
top
like
on it.
you look at a guy like Dan Fouts, who never won a Super Bowl. He was still good, and he was good long before it was a pass-friendly NFL.
So championships don't matter.
Sorry, Eli was 118 and 118. I thought it was 144. 118 and 118. My bad.
I mean, you consider 118 and 118 great.
Do you consider 2 Super Bowl rings great?
I think Super
Considering
Bowl
who was over,
Yeah.
he's Hall of Fame, but is he Hall of Fame over Kuechly? Kuechly's got zero rings. Is he Hall of Fame
I
over
would say
Terrell
so.
Suggs?
Based on championships, he should be.
What about Terrell Suggs? Terrell Suggs got one.
Okay, but he's not a quarterback.
Does it matter?
It does. I'm not saying it's fair, but it does matter.
Well, Sterling Sharp just went in and he got zero
It took
rings.
him how many fucking years? Like,
But I'm just saying.
no, you know what I mean, though?
I think the
not-
quality of Super Bowl win for Eli Manning is better than probably almost anybody.
Dude, both of them.
True. That,
Yeah, both wins. Quality wise is better than probably anybody.
MVP.
Tom Brady against Patrick Mahomes.
Who's won Super Bowl MVP over Tom Brady?
Deion Branch. Wasn't it Deion Branch?
Deion Branch won.
And who else?
Julian Edelman?
Go ahead, get there. I'm waiting.
Okay,
Against Tom
my
Brady.
question is this.
Or against Tom Brady? I don't know. Nick Foles.
My question is this.
You're not going to name the name, are you? You're
Nick
not going to
Foles.
say the name.
Who's the name?
Eli.
Well,
My question to this: if you take Eli Manning and put him on the Patriots, does he win 6, 7 Super Bowls like Tom Brady did? I mean, is he that good?
Oh, what does
No,
that
my-
have to do
see,
with
my,
this?
my comparison would be if you kept Phillip Rivers in New York and Eli played in San Diego, LA, whatever you want to call him, would Phillip Rivers have 2 championships?
Absolutely.
I think he'd
Those
have at
brothers-
least 2.
he'd have
Okay,
at
you
least-
put
that
Eli
defense
Manning. You put Eli Manning with the LaDainian Tomlinson.
dude, he had
He did not have a
Maybe.
LaDainian Tomlinson. I don't care who you. I don't care. You can say whatever name. Tiki, fucking Josh Jake, whatever the fuck is not Josh Jacobs. Big fucking
Brandon Jacobs.
Yeah,
Brandon
How about
Jacobs.
this?
he did not have
How about-
LaDainian Tomlinson. Hold on.
How about this?
We're getting too far off
Defense
with all
wins-
this what ifs.
Wishy-washy. Maybe ifs and
How
buts.
about this? Defense wins championships, and he had the premier bookend pass rushers on his team that year.
Strahan, Tuck, JPP. Okay.
I mean, amazing. If it wasn't Tuck, then it was JPP. I mean, Michael Strahan holds the record for most sacks in the season. Now, one of them shouldn't be because Favre laid
Favre
down,
fell down. Yeah.
but intentionally. But defense wins championships, and that was apparent. Tom Brady's first Super Bowl was because of his corners. Ty Law and Lawyer Malloy was the reason they won the championship. Peyton Manning didn't even win the last championship. DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller did. You put a good quarterback, even a mildly good quarterback, with those bookend freaking defensive ends, they're going to be good.
So my question would be like, since the Sharp brothers are now the first brothers to ever be inducted into the Hall of Fame, do you think they snubbed Eli so they wouldn't have two sets of brothers
On the same year.
on the same year?
I could see that too. Yeah.
You don't think Grande and Tiki will make it one day?
Maybe,
No.
but it was the first set, because then
I
who's
don't
the
think
first
T-
set?
I
if they
don't
go in
think
at the same
Tiki will
time?
make it.
Tiki has some pretty good numbers. Like
Tiki was
all
good.
scrimmage
Uh,
yards.
You're
don't think he
saying
had Hall
Eli
of Fame.
shouldn't, but Tiki Barber should? Are you fucking kidding
Not
me?
first ballot.
Are you kidding
Pull
me?
up-
Not
pull
first
up
ballot
Tiki
at
Barber.
all, man. I'm
Are
talking
you
like
fucking kidding me?
2075.
Pull up Tiki's numbers.
Dude, are you being serious with that Eli don't deserve the Hall of Fame?
I said
I
not
don't-
first ballot.
I just said first ballot. I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he's
I
a
think
guy-
he'll get in next year.
yeah.
And I'm not an Eli fan. I just think if you're going by the numbers and the standard, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
I like Eli Manning more outside of football. The
Yeah.
guy's funny. Like, he is a funny dude.
Yeah, and both of them are.
So Tiki
Oh, yeah.
Barber's got 15,632 yards from scrimmage. It ranks 15th in NFL history.
15.
15. So
Yeah, he's got 10,449 rushing yards. One of only 29 players to surpass 10,000 yards.
How many
every player
fumbles does he
gets
have
10,000 yards
for
gets in
career?
the Hall
How many
of Fame.
Probably a
fumbles
lot.
lost in career?
That's a harder stat to find. Hold on.
Every
I'm just saying we
single-
can nitpick this to shit. He's not a better player than Eli Manning.
I didn't
No.
say he's better, but at his position, he had some impressive numbers.
All right,
I
fair
mean,
enough.
it's not like he was a lay down back.
He
Listen,
fumbled 53 times.
53.
hold on. How many interceptions did Eli throw?
That's what I was looking up next.
153.
244.
Are you
244.
kidding me?
244.
44? You know what? You're
That's
right.
a little.
First ballot Hall of Famer, Tony. Not even fucking close,
Dude,
bro.
Out of the people who didn't make it this year and
He's
the
the
people
most
who
deserving
did,
not to make it.
he should have made it.
He is the most deserving not to make it. Gary, what say you?
I mean, I'm not going to kick out Jared Allen for Eli. Jared Allen had a great fucking career. Sterling Sharp, great fucking career. Like, you go up against people that just had great careers and they look better. Like,
Who
like I
made
said,
it?
Eli will probably get in next year.
Who
Jared
made it in
Allen?
again?
Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, Eric Allen, and Sterling Sharp.
Who the fuck's Eric Allen? Exactly.
Let me pull you
Why
up
didn't he
the
beat
stats.
Eric Allen out?
Eric Allen, he's a...
He's a defensive
He was
back for the
hold on,
Jets.
Don't say. He played for the 49ers. He was a DB, right? Or the Cowboys.
I thought it was the Jets, but either way.
Who was it?
Former Eagles All-Pro cornerback.
Eagles. God damn it.
It was
I
green.
remember.
Almost had it. Almost made it.
And
I
that guy's
said-
better than Eli Manning. See, we don't even know who the fuck
He was born in
is.
'65, so he's getting.
Listen, he wasn't a
getting a
first
little,
ballot Hall of
close to not
Famer.
being
He's
able
one
to
of
be
those
there to-
guys that took forever to get in. Eli Manning. Look, if you're
It's
gonna
like
list,
they give you one legacy player and like a few current players.
yes, that's exactly what it is. Like Randy Gratis.
But my honestly my biggest snub even now is Mike Shanahan.
He made somebody mad. Somebody. His coaching tree and everything is 2 Super Bowls. I mean,
Was he even
And you're
nominated?
arguing about-
Like, did
No,
he?
didn't even make finalists.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I think I
that's
read
the one that'll piss you off. You keep thinking
I-
about it. You're like, come on,
I
man.
think I read somewhere that the players didn't like Mike Shanahan for some reason towards the end.
Hell,
Like
seems
he
like
was-
it seems like Shannon Sharp liked him.
I don't know. Let's go this way, Tony. If you list your top 20 quarterbacks, would
All
Eli
time?
Manning be in there?
Probably not.
But if you list top 20 running backs, you could argue maybe Tiki Barber's in there.
Not in mine. No, probably not.
I wouldn't put him in mine either.
See, Barry
There's
Sanders.
a lot of good running backs, man. All time. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And Tiki,
Barry
I wouldn't even
Sanders.
remember
Because
Tiki's. I wouldn't even remember
Jerome
him as a
Bettis
running
over
back.
Tiki?
Let's
What's
shoot.
that?
Reminded me.
I'd put Jerome Bettis over Tiki.
Ooh, yeah, I like Jerome
Oh,
Bettis.
And then you got AP, you got Terrell Davis.
There's a lot of good ones.
Well,
Like you could almost
Barry
put like
Sanders, Earl
13.
Campbell,
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, obviously, but he's still playing.
Terrell Davis,
How
Emmitt
much
Smith.
different would Peterson's career been had he not beat his son with a stick?
I
But
don't
hey,
know.
that
It seemed like
kid's
he gave him a
doing
little
good
extra
now.
juice, you know?
I'm all.
Yeah, that kid kicks ass now.
Yeah, like good for
He's
him.
afraid of the stick.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get caught. You get caught, you get beat. He runs past everybody.
Played him.
Hey, you don't spare the rod, man. That's what it says. Don't spare the rod.
Yeah, no, like his kid good. Like they were showing highlights of him. I was like, wow,
Oh, yeah, he's a
he's
beast.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it stopped him at all. I think it was one of those where it's like, now I got some fire. Blew my ACL, carried the whole team on my back.
he was
hit my
awesome.
kid.
Adrian Peterson was awesome.
Boom. Yeah, I remember seeing the old memes. Minnesota Vikings team photo, and it was just AP.
Yeah. He was like
this is horrible.
he was like Derrick Henry before Derrick Henry, really.
Yeah, but at least AP like ducked his head. Like Derrick Henry just runs straight up and down.
Yeah, he does. He's a beast.
Like a fridge, like a refrigerator. He just straight.
Yeah.
I would
Doesn't
rather
even look real.
I would rather tackle Derrick Henry than Adrian Peterson.
Oh, dude.
I would try to
Yeah.
attempt that better, dude. AP
Well, yeah,
ran with
'cause if
like,
Because if you hit him, they fall off. Whatever. AP,
dude, it looks
you're
like
gonna.
it hurts to.
He's gonna
tackle
step
AP.
on you and shit.
Yeah. I think that, what was it? Who was it? Who am I thinking of? Jim Brown was one of the best power running backs, obviously.
Earl Campbell.
One of the more scary ones.
Eric Dickerson. I mean, you could just keep going. Like,
Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell was
That
a
guy ran
beast.
out of his jersey.
Yeah, I was just watching that one tonight where
Really?
actually like they tore his jersey. Bo Jackson. You got to put Bo Jackson up there.
yeah, Marcus Allen. Like,
Hey, going back to
Marshawn
this
Lynch.
Hall of Fame thing real quick, because so Peyton was first ballot, and what separated Peyton from Eli?
two,
his
two different
intelligence.
teams.
I'm not asking because
Greatest
I don't
regular
think
season
he's-
quarterback of all
did-
time.
I'm not asking because I don't think he is, but I just like what separated him by miles.
The way he ran the game, like he ran the fucking game.
Yeah, he was.
Is that
a
it
genius.
though? Is like just that part of it is the
No,
reason why.
like he was so damn smart. And one, but his season with the Broncos, what was it, 55 touchdowns?
Yeah.
And,
Still not bad.
57,
And they added him.
700 yards.
yeah, like it was outrageous. Like the guy was just. He was
'Cause
smart.
I mean,
he
knew
has the same
exactly-
amount of Super Bowls. You know what I mean? And I'm sure
So
he
does
threw a
Elway.
shit ton of interceptions too. You know, I'm sure.
No,
he
yeah.
had-
Didn't he have the rookie record for most interceptions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he threw like
He did
fucking
break the
30
rookie
or
record.
something, didn't he?
Yeah, but after that, he was more like Aaron Rodgers-esque, like 5 interceptions, 28 touchdowns, something.
251.
Or more. Or no, is that more or less than Eli?
7 more.
Yeah.
It was 244 to 251.
I
How
think
about
he's
he-
a way better quarterback. I just want to know, like,
He played longer than Eli too. I thought
Yeah.
he played more seasons.
He did.
he also lost
He-
the Super Bowl and Eli never did.
And he also won the MVP 5 times.
Yeah.
That too. I
So-
guess that
Right.
matters.
How about this one, Tony? When Peyton Manning went out for the year, the general manager, the coach, and the offensive coordinator all lost their fucking job, and the Colts went 2-14. When Tom Brady went out for the year, Matt Castle got a record contract, and the Patriots went 12-4.
I thought it was
So-
11-5.
Was it
11-5 and
11-5?
missed the
It
playoffs.
was something ridiculous.
And they
Because
missed the
they had,
playoffs
like, the
because we
best
made
for-
it
yeah.
with
Yeah.
Tebow.
That was
Was it the Tebow year?
Tebow.
It was a
Yeah.
Tebow
Oh,
year. Yeah, we were
man.
8-8, and the Patriots
Oh,
were all
yeah,
pissed.
yeah,
They get-
because
they're like,
we
"What
won the
fuck?"
division.
We won
that's
the
hilarious.
division 8-8.
8-8, because we had to have like San Diego or somebody lose, and they
Yeah.
lost. I was like, oh man, look at this.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we went and
Good
beat the
Tebow.
Steelers.
With
Yeah.
Demarius
Strange.
Thomas on that bubbles. Well, they had the bubble screen, and then he caught him going over the middle on the blitz.
Best bubble screen, best bubble screen receiver of all time. GT.
Could you just imagine if Sean Payton had Demarius Thomas on his team?
Do you know the play you would call bubble screen DT?
Just always. That's the only play.
First through third down, this is the only play we're calling.
It almost
Sean-
is now, but I mean, at least it would do good.
That's Sean Payton's dream player.
Oh, dude, he probably has nightmares about not having him. He's like, oh god, he's gone. I can't ever have
That
him.
guy
got
can run
Demarius
my
Thomas. What do you
system
think we
so
should do?
well.
Great. Well, we were going to do it anyway, but now we got Demarius Thomas to run it through.
Yeah, we're gonna take the skinniest guy on our team, and we're gonna give him the DT bubble screen. Why do we get crushed?
I
if
want
guys
Ashton
behind the line of
Genty,
scrimmage?
dude. I want Ashton Genty.
Oh,
That'd be
They
great.
keep
I want
saying
that Tyler Warren, but they say he's gonna be gone. They
They
say
keep
say
saying
Tyler
that-
Warren's gonna go fast.
that Genty may still be around. I got the Cowboys taking him.
That's what I said. I was like, he's going to Dallas.
Are the
Jerry
Nuggets
Jones
winning,
is not
Vic?
going to pass on a running back.
Are the
What's
Nuggets
that?
winning?
Jerry
How
Jones is not.
How?
Listen, don't be watching the Nuggets, Tony. Do not be watching the Nuggets.
What-
Do
What are you
not be
watching
watching.
there, Vic? Are they winning?
I'm just trying to see the score in your eyeballs.
Speaking of basketball, I got
Are
a
they
good,
winning?
Yes. 43-39.
You gotta
All
look up. Hold on.
45-39.
All right.
You know who's killing it right now? Bobo. You guys remember Bobo?
What?
Yeah. He came in the game, but
For
he has
Phoenix?
the dumbest hair on the planet right now. I can't even begin to tell you. He's got these dreadlocks that are like, he looks like a black orphan Annie. You guys remember
Hmm.
the doll? Or you guys don't remember?
Yeah,
He's
Raggedy
got
Ann
two
and Andy?
pigtails
Ooh.
right at the bottom. He looks absolutely ridiculous.
Is that all these
Yeah, I
guys?
never-
He's like
I
Todd
never-
Cole, but with pigtails?
I
What's
never
that?
heard the doll called Orphan Annie before. I always thought it was just Raggedy Ann.
Oh, Raggedy Ann and Andy. You're right. Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. I don't know why I called it Orphan Annie.
No, but I was
I don't know where
thinking
that
you were
came from.
describing Bobo like like Todd Poe from Kickboxer, instead of having the one
Annie.
out of his head. It's just two little dreads up the sides. It's all right. We can get right back on track.
Is that a
So,
Yeah.
fucking
what do we think about this Luka to Lakers trade?
good
I hate
move?
the
Jesus.
Lakers.
Good move for
Ah,
Dallas.
I thought it was a great move for Dallas until Anthony Davis had a career night and then hurt his back and couldn't play the
yeah,
rest of the game.
naturally. I mean, that's kind of an Anthony Davis.
Good
thing,
move
though,
for
ain't it?
Dallas because the money. Good move for Dallas because they already have a shooter and they have a point guard. I mean, if you're looking to win now, that was a good move, and you don't have to pay
See,
the
I
guy
think that's what
fucking
they're hoping for.
$400 million over the next 5 years or whatever it is. Ridiculous.
They wanted to win now. They're not thinking of the future. I still don't think they're going to win now is the problem.
I don't think so either.
No,
But
but it was a good move.
so they got rid of Lucas. So now not only are they not going to win now, but they're not going to win in the future.
I
Whereas
saw
the
this
Lakers
thing-
now are set up like once LeBron goes,
Oh yeah, they're set to keep winning.
I saw this thing tonight.
But
that
the Lakers also need a big man now.
they do.
They got that
should.
Williams Morris. Is it Williams from the Hornets?
Yeah,
They got-
something like that. Like just today? Was it today? I can't
yesterday.
remember.
But I saw this thing today. This is the first time in 27 years that it hasn't been Dirk Nowitzki or Luka in the starting lineup.
That's ridiculous.
27 years without one of those guys being in the start. What are you doing over
He's
there?
still laughing about Raggedy Ann.
Don't know why I came. Type in Orphan Andy or Orphan Andy. What? That's got to be.
I think you're thinking of the movie Annie.
Annie.
Was it Orphan Annie? No.
No, the movie.
It wasn't called
I
Orphan
don't know
Annie, but I
why
think
Orphan Annie is like like something.
I thought
Orphan
there
Annie.
was a
There's
movie
got to
with.
be something.
Oh, I thought there was a movie Annie, and she was a fucking orphan.
Yeah, little Orphan Annie was Annie.
Little Orphan Annie.
Close enough. Did you have red hair?
No,
Looked like Tony.
did she?
Yeah, she looked
Yeah.
like Tony.
Not
You
look like
Tony?
me.
See, we're gonna change you from T Swizzle to
Orphan Annie.
Orphan Annie because you thought it was so fucking funny.
There you go.
Oh,
I knew there was an Orphan Annie.
Yeah, look, there's little Tony right there.
little
See
Orphan
that?
Annie.
See that face?
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you know what I just fucking hate about the Lakers, and I don't think the Lakers got significantly better because they still don't have the depth. They remind me a lot of the Suns, how the Suns have to be perfect all the time because all their talent is on the starting five. But god dang, dude, Jabbar, freaking Magic Johnson, Shaq, they get these guys in the prime of their career. It just like they're like the Yankees or the
Well, the thing that pissed me off the most was Dallas called them.
Yeah,
It's not
like
like the
that guy
Lakers called him.
wanted that.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Dallas like, you give us 80, we'll give you Luka. They're like, done. Today?
Yeah, okay.
What? Well, I leave now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luka, take your $15 million house with you. See you later. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's the thing that pisses me off. I was like, really? The Lakers is who you call? You could have
I
called
know.
anybody in the league. You're like, I'm going to call LA. It's done.
I'd have
Yeah,
called
it's a
Denver.
weird deal because they could have got a lot more than what they got for Luca
Yeah, it's not like
from
AD is
other people.
a centerpiece of a franchise. Nobody
No.
builds around him. You
I
know,
mean,
he's
he could if
complimentary.
he wasn't so hurt all the like he gets hurt too often.
That's why
'Cause
he's not a
bad when
centerpiece.
he's not bad when he's on the court. He just can't stay healthy.
He's like Karl Anthony Towns. He's like fucking Joel Embiid, who almost has as many games missed as he does
Play,
started. Yeah,
I guess.
or missed or as he does
Appeared
started.
in.
Yeah. I saw this one today that says George Paul has more podcasts than he does games with the 76ers.
Oh, God.
I mean, he's done more podcasts as getting traded than he has games played.
So that's a good stat, Real good stat. That lines your Hall of Fame resume right there.
I
Yeah.
forgot he played for them. That's how much he doesn't play for them.
I didn't know he played for him either. I
and
thought
then
he
they
was still with the
so they
Clippers.
slot Ben Simmons contract out too, so he's free to sign with whoever.
Who that,
Where's he
again,
gonna go?
Yeah, who wants?
But it's
a guy
like
that won't shoot ball?
the Warriors. The Warriors wanted KD.
Yeah,
They
they're
wanted
trying to get
KD
him
back, and
back.
they ended up getting Jimmy Butler.
That's the team to look out for. Of course, they're still tiny. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
don't have the size. You got who's on the team outside of Draymond Green? Who's their center? Do they have a center?
I don't know. I don't watch Golden State much.
I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
tell
just
you.
see Steph Curry highlights. I was like, this guy's amazing.
He is.
Even
He
when
is.
they're losing, this guy's amazing.
Did you guys ever think you'd see a shooter so much better than Ray Allen? I mean,
Like, amazingly better. Like, at leaps and bounds better. Like,
yeah,
this is crazy.
and then he played with a guy who is probably as good in Klay Thompson, right? I mean, I don't know if I'd say Klay Thompson, he's not better than Ray Allen, but he's right in the stratosphere with him, you know? He's
I think
interchangeable.
he's a better overall player.
He's not
defense and
better.
everything.
Yeah, you're right. He's not a better shooter, though.
I think
no,
the
Clay's
Mavs are
good.
going to win a championship, man. I really do.
I
the
don't
roster
think
they got.
so. Are you drunk tonight already?
No.
No,
Are
the
you
Mavs
sure?
just have that magic recipe to beat OKC
Dude,
Yeah.
you have Kyrie and fucking Klay Thompson
and AD now
as
when
your
he's
guards.
healthy.
The thing
then you
is,
got-
though, Klay Thompson was relegated to the bench because he's old. He's not a starter. He's old. Like, what, 16, 17 years in the league?
I don't know.
Klay Thompson?
I thought
Yes.
he was
18
all
years
around
in the
like
league?
Curry.
16,
That's it.
17.
I thought he came out the same time as Steph Curry, so however long Steph's been in, I thought
Steph's
they
been
were
in a
pretty damn
minute.
close. Yeah, it's like I think it's like 15 years, 14 maybe.
It's a long time.
Yeah, let's see.
But so
He's
Frickin',
35 now, so how many years has he been in the NBA? 12 seasons.
No, still seems longer than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
it
does.
does.
Because they
I think
won
it's because
so
they were
much.
always in the finals. So like, we
Always.
saw him like year round, essentially.
Speaking of basketball, you guys ready for this one? If you take away LeBron James and Michael Jordan, top 5 scorers in the NBA.
Currently or all time?
All time.
Kareem?
That's a given.
Wilt?
There you go.
Bird? Not Bird.
I'm going to say Kobe, so that's 3. I'm going to say Tim Duncan.
Would it be Curry even now? No?
The what? You know, two is
We took away Michael Jordan and LeBron, right?
Yeah.
So
two,
Magic?
two is pretty easy. You don't think about it, but number 4 was shocking. I didn't think he was that high.
Kevin Durant.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone's number 2, and that was just by longevity because I remember when he passed, when he got up there, but he only did it because he played like 22 seasons. You know,
Yeah. He was only the best because of longevity, like someone else.
like LeBron. Number 4,
Man, you said it wasn't Magic, right?
it was not,
So we got Kareem, Karl, Kobe,
and Will.
and this is all-time scorers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
forever. Minus MJ and LeBron. I don't know. That last one's hard. Is it a recent player or is it like an older player?
It's recent.
Recent guy.
We talked about him recently about how good he actually was, but I guess I didn't realize it until I saw this stat, and I was shocked.
Is it Dirk?
It is Dirk Nowitzki. I was shocked to hear that. I was like, wow.
That's crazy. Like, you wouldn't think Dirk's up there that high.
He did play forever, though. No, not forever.
It didn't seem like he played forever. I guess they were only good for a small period of time. So
Yeah.
that's what made him seem.
But he played, you got to figure he played with Jason Kidd. I think he played with Stephon Marbury, too, right?
I think so.
I mean, he
Jesus.
played all long.
He played with everybody. It's like Kobe. Kobe playing with everybody.
Yeah, Kobe did play with everybody. I was watching Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp argue today. Michael Jordan, 40-point games. You know how many he has?
I got
Oh, I
100
saw that
some.
too, and I can't
Yeah.
remember, but it's a fucking lot.
It's a ton. Like, you don't realize how, I mean, you know, Michael Jordan is good and Kobe was good, but this was mind-numbing when I heard this. And because Shannon Sharp, like, well, you got to put LeBron James up there. You got to put LeBron James up there. He's like, do you know how many 40-point games LeBron James has? 77. Michael Jordan, 177. In 7 less seasons, he has more than double the amount of 40-point games. That's freaking ridiculous.
That's
man.
just a crazy stat. Like, that's one of those stats where you're like, really?
That's like the 100-point game with Wilt. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
What are you
is
doing?
it-
Anything?
Did anybody else
Yeah.
show up today? No.
Found something? Nothing?
That's the
How does
pizza
that
shop on a
happen?
Monday, you know? Nobody else shows up. It's fine.
Yeah. Wilt Chamberlain scoring 100 points. Well, is that more impressive or the fact that he said he slept with 10,000 women?
10,000 women.
I was almost in unison.
I think the points.
Tony's like, I could do 10,000 women,
I mean,
but
if you're
100
that
points in one
popular,
game?
traveling city to city, that's easy numbers.
That's
Those
rookie
are
numbers.
rookie numbers. We got to
Numbers,
pump them up.
when you're
You-
7'1" and everybody knows who you are.
Yeah. Score
Yeah,
100
but when
points
you're
in a game.
when you're 7'1", it's not exactly difficult to score back in those days.
He just put it in the hoop, you know?
Hey, score either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's scoring somehow that day.
He's
Doesn't
scoring
matter
all
how.
over the place.
Yeah, even on days off.
Hey, you say that, but Bill Russell never scored even close to that, and he was 6'11" in the 50s.
Yeah, you know, couple inches matters. You know, 2 inches matters.
That's right.
It
Joey
does.
Jones.
I mean, I've lost a couple inches. My wife ain't happy.
Especially because you only had a couple to lose.
Yeah, I know.
But you only got 3 inches of pegger. 2 inches is a lot to lose.
Yeah, you lose a couple and you fucked.
Somebody
Gotta get a
is.
funnel so you don't piss on your fucking nuts.
Yes.
What else do we have going on in the wide world of sports?
Do championships actually matter, like in your career legacy? How important are championships? Just because kind of going back to like Cam Newton, Dan Marino, Eli, that kind of thought. You know, Cam Newton would rather have his MVP over the championship.
I think
You know,
it's
Dan Marino never got
important
one.
to have at least one because you could be the greatest player ever, right? And you could accomplish a lot. You could be obviously known as the greatest player to ever play, and that matters. But you have to have that championship, at least one, to be like, I was a champion. I mean, like you get
so-
multiple, okay, great, but you have to get one.
I do say they matter in the aspect of that, like for yourself. Like, yes, I
Yeah.
won a championship, but Hall of Fame wise, I don't think they're all that important. They don't reflect on your career because it's a team sport. It's
So
a team
would Cam
sport.
Newton's MVP put him in the Hall of Fame first ballot?
No, because he
He
only had
never made
one
it in.
MVP. Like, he was good for those few years. He had one MVP, but he didn't have a great career overall.
Yeah, I agree with Gary. You know, talking about championships, one of my favorite players that I think is the greatest running back ever is Barry Sanders. Shit, they weren't even 500. You know, like they were terrible. He has more negative rushing yards than any freaking running back in NFL history. Yet he's number 4 rushing still, and he only played for 10 years. And because the front office was horrible, doesn't take away from his absolute talent.
Yeah.
Todd Helton with the Rockies, maybe one of the best first basemen.
But at least he played in a championship, you know?
He got to play in a
At least he played in the
championship,
series.
but he was never going to win because we're going to trade all our fucking players to the goddamn Cardinals
Or the Yankees.
or the
Blue Jays.
It's always the Cardinals. It's always the Cardinals.
No, LeMahieu went to the Yankees, and Tulowitzki went to the Blue Jays.
What about Nolan Arendo? That was when I quit finally.
Arenado went to the Cardinals, and Matt
Larry
Holiday.
Walker. I mean, all of our great players. I forgot about Tulowitzki.
I think
No,
a
like, we
championship
just have a really
matters.
good
Championships
We-
matter.
Dude,
we have a really
one
good,
matters.
you know, relationship with the Cardinals, I guess. They really like to purge our players.
Yeah, they really like to bend us over and take
So,
us.
so if championships matter, what's the most impressive championship out of the NFL, NBA, MLB? If there's any championship what's the prestigious one? What's the one that you're like, man, if I won that championship, I'm awesome.
Hardest to win, all that. I'd say MLB.
Baseball, even now?
I'd say baseball.
Say the Masters.
That's
But
no
we're
shit,
talking
dude.
about team sports.
Oh,
Yeah, individual sports, the Masters, that's no shit. That's hard shit, dude.
Or tennis, like you win the Grand Slam, like they're individual accolade, like individual sports are a lot tougher in my opinion.
I would say
yeah.
football then because it's a one game. You have to show up for one game.
Yeah,
Everything rides on one game.
Yeah.
All year.
You have
Well,
4
all
quarters to
playoffs
figure
anyway,
it the
for sure.
fuck out.
yeah, and I mean in baseball, look, you only need what is it, 2 good pitchers to get a rotation to get you through a series, right? Like you have designated hitters. Not even close to baseball.
See, with baseball, my biggest drawback is there's no salary cap. So, like, the Dodgers can go on and spend $1 billion on Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. I
The
guess that
Yankees
makes
can go
sense.
spend whatever the hell they want, you know? Keep,
Yeah, it's
you
easier
know,
to
Aaron
buy.
Judge and shit. Yeah, they can buy a championship.
That makes sense.
essentially.
I didn't even figure that into it. That makes a lot more sense.
I think
mean,
hitting a
because-
baseball is harder than throwing a football.
How about this?
That
Exactly.
part of it is
How about this? Can we look at Bartolo Colon and his baseball swing and his physique and realize that baseball is not even close to being impressive after watching this. Every time he swings, he's so fat his helmet falls off. He had
What's up with you and physique?
Yeah, but does that
tells
take
the
away?
story, man.
Does that take away from how hard it is to fucking hit a fucking 90-some mile an hour fastball?
Look at
just
this
'cause he's
guy. You
fat?
tell me if you could.
I know.
Him.
Look,
He played
look
into his 40s.
Yeah, he looks like an uncle.
look at how big.
Like,
Look at
that's
how
an
big
uncle.
Ruth
telling
was.
me that's a physical specimen?
That guy looks like he's going to try and diddle you at Thanksgiving. Look
Nobody
at him.
said they were.
He makes me feel like I could do it.
But that.
I
So,
mean-
so that takes away from the
We got
talent
just
it
highlights
takes to
here,
hit
man.
a
Look at
ball.
that guy.
So you're saying because you're in better shape than him, you can go play professional baseball as good as he did?
I mean,
saying,
all I'm
it's
saying is tell me
definitely-
that guy's not going to try and slip me a beer at Thanksgiving. Look at that.
No, I'm sure. But
Listen.
so that means that you're a better baseball player because you're in better shape.
I'm saying when you see guys like that, you definitely, it's not like they have endurance.
Well, we didn't say the most athletic fucking sport, did we?
No.
You want to
it's-
talk most athletic sport? We'll get away from team sport. Michael Phelps is the best fucking athlete that's ever lived.
Well, that's
Bar
swimming's
none,
hard.
hands down.
You're saying
Michael
About
baseball.
runners.
Yeah. You're saying baseball is impressive, and I'm saying you look at guys. You have not Manny Ramirez, Big Poppy.
Yeah,
All
David
that
Ortiz.
dude did was hit. He was a DH. It was so specific to what
That wasn't his only job. He also had a job in the outfield. Like, he played baseball.
for the first
You're
5
saying-
years until he's too fat to run.
You're saying you could go do better than them and win a World Series,
No, I'm saying I could play outfield amazingly.
and you could
I
throw
could
that
just,
ball
I could
all
just
the
chill
way
out
back.
there.
Yeah. No.
They got it cut off. I'll just throw it to the second baseman. It's
none
fine.
of us could. We could not do it.
I
That takes
I
skill.
said nothing
think-
even close to that.
I
What
think
I'm
baseball,
saying is, if
go
you
ahead.
look at the level of talent you have to have, baseball may be the least talented sport there is.
No,
No,
I
Not
disagree.
when it
it's
comes
probably
to
the
not
most
when it comes to hitting
talented
that ball.
sport. It's
What's that?
It's the least physically athletic sport.
Like,
I
I just
disagree
physically
with that.
demanding.
But it is far more talent wise than football is.
Like playing quarterback in the
Talent to do
NFL
that.
has to be the hardest position. But playing baseball or football, baseball's harder to play at that level. That's my opinion.
How many guys are on a baseball team?
Like the whole on the field or on the
Whole team?
I don't know.
On a roster. How many's on the roster?
I don't know.
Let's look.
28?
26 man.
26-man roster. You have 28 teams.
During the regular season, teams expand their active roster to 28 players.
So
Yeah.
of those 28 players, how many pitchers are there? Usually
Uh,
4 or 5. And then you have 4 or 5 in the D leagues. 1, 2, and 3. How many quarterbacks play in the NFL?
5 starting, 8 relief pitchers.
5 pitchers. There's 5 guys who play every 3 weeks. An NFL quarterback plays week in and week out, and there's 64 of them.
And he plays 18 fucking games, not
Look at-
fucking.
Fucking a gigantic human being killing them.
Okay, I'm not taking away from it. You're saying baseball takes no talent. I'm saying that's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard someone say, because that takes fucking talent.
I didn't say no talent. I said they're the least.
The least
That's not
talented.
true.
Sorry, the least talented, and that is absolutely not true.
Okay,
That is not true.
And I
You're
did
saying
say
an
quarterback.
offensive lineman is more talented? Quarterback takes a lot of talent, intelligence, everything, yes. But you're saying an offensive lineman is more talented than a fucking pitcher or a fucking guy hitting a 90-some mile an hour fucking fastball out of the
Absolute-
fucking park? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
your level of talent for an NFL player versus your level of talent is so specific to a
You're
baseball guy like
You're
the
talking
5
two different
pitchers,
things.
like your reliever, like it's more strategy than anything. You don't have to be nearly like I think the NBA is the most talented athletes. You got fucking 12 players on the roster. You got 30 teams. There's 360 NBA players. Oh, good do you have to be to crack that 360 players? You play
No one
both
said they're not.
directions.
But you're saying baseball takes the least amount of talent. If that's the case, why are you not a major league fucking baseball player?
I am Gary.
I had nothing to say about me playing baseball. I said of professional sports.
Yeah, but you
They
want to
are the
point out
least
all these
talented.
people. You say this guy has no talent. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Fucking fat as shit. Look at this guy. I'm telling you, it takes more talent. I'd like to see a fucking offensive lineman go out and fucking do what baseball players do.
I mean, look at Bartolo Colon. Look at David Ortiz. I guarantee all of them are
And
out running everybody. Look
I
at
bet
Quinn
they're far
Menares.
more. Running isn't really a talent. That's more of a fucking fitness aspect of it.
Exactly.
see them
They
go
are the
out.
least talented. They don't have the physical
Fitness
attributes
isn't
of an
talk- I'm not
offensive lineman and
talking- I'm
defensive
not
I mean,
lineman.
I know
I'm
one
not
player that
talking-
could play baseball and football right now. His name's Chris Jones. He brings his own
I'm
bat.
I'm not talking physical fitness. You are confusing physical fitness with talent.
And I've seen that guy run the 40.
Both of
So-
them. Both of them. Both of them.
So that you say that they would have the talent needed, the hand-eye coordination to see this fucking ball, to be able to throw from the outfield back into the fucking infield. They couldn't. That takes
Absolutely.
talent.
Absolutely.
Let's get some fucking offensive linemen out in the outfield and see what they could do.
How about this? How about we take Derek Jeter and see how long he lasts on a football field or on skates, or if he could shoot like Steph Curry can. How about we take the most athletic fucking baseball players and see if they exceed in any sport, any of them. They won't.
But if you take a football guy, like say take Jason
And they
Kelce,
wouldn't.
even retired, and put him in
And they wouldn't.
baseball,
He'd still be
wouldn't.
good.
No, he wouldn't. No, he
I think
wouldn't.
he'd be average. He'd be
He
average at
wouldn't do
best. He
anything.
wouldn't be all pro.
Michael Jordan, the best basketball player that ever played, fucking sucked at baseball. The guy was pathetic at baseball.
But what about
fucking
Bo
awful.
Jackson?
Pathetic.
Awful. Yeah, he
What
was
about Bo
awful
Jackson?
at baseball.
Deion Sanders?
He made it on an
Deion
active
Sanders
roster.
was great.
He made it on an active roster.
He
At
played
40
on the
years old, he
fucking
made it on an
D-League
active
most of the
roster.
time, and they brought him up for fucking ticket sales.
40
However,
years old, made it on an active
if you
roster.
listen
He
to
wasn't-
Deion,
He wasn't
he
40
said
when he went to play
the
baseball.
hardest thing for Deion was hitting the fucking ball. He said it was harder than football. Was hitting the ball in
Exactly.
baseball.
And Michael Jordan
That's
wasn't
from Deion.
40 when he played baseball, so let's
was
get
old.
that straight. He wasn't
was old.
fucking 40 on an active
was old.
MLB team. He
And
played
Well, he
never
did
D
go
played
back
a
and
game
win
for
3.
his life.
minor
What's that?
league, minor league player.
No, he got up to the White Sox.
Yeah, for ticket sales.
The sport is so irrelevant. They put a guy in there for ticket sales. That's how relevant the sport is.
Well, the
That is
problem with
how much
the biggest
people care
problem with
about
baseball, the biggest problem with baseball, it does have 162 games,
It's a long
and not
season.
all of them really matter. Like unless you're the Rockies and you just want to like lose 100 games a year, like that's our goal. Oh, we lost 100.
Hold on.
We got to our number,
So
but
if you take Steph Curry and you say, hey, nobody can shoot the ball like him, of course not. So, but the sport of baseball for any person is harder to do at that level than playing any other sport. You can say, hey, give a basketball, to LeBron James, see if anybody else could do it like him. Well, no. There's certain people in certain sports you just can't match it. Or a quarterback, quarterback playing in the NFL. Yeah, like I said earlier, quarterbacks are different, but just playing a sport, baseball is the hardest sport to do, in my opinion.
Hockey,
Skating, I'm not good at skating. So,
dude,
you know what
hockey
I mean?
will
But
like
hockey,
that shit's brutal. That'll
Hockey-
beat you up.
hitting, like Gary said, hitting a changeup or a curveball or a fucking fastball, 100 miles an hour.
I'm sure a hockey puck going 90 miles an hour. I'm sure
I
that's
think
super
I have
easy.
a better chance of sitting in front of a goal with all that gear on with the fucking catcher, but whatever the fuck you call it, and catching a puck than hitting a fucking fastball, dude. I would have a better chance of catching the puck.
Well, stopping
I
it at
feel
least.
that way. I don't know if I'm
Hitting
right
in
or
the
wrong,
way.
but hitting a
could use your whole
changeup
body,
or a
Tony.
curveball,
First
dude,
off,
come on now. That's ridiculous.
First off, you wouldn't even be on the skate. Let's get that straight.
That's why I would be the goalie.
They
I would
still
just
skate,
sit
you
there.
dummy. Hey, what do you? they
Yeah,
still
but
they
they're
don't
not
have to skate
much. You're just
much.
there, like you go back and forth. You know what I mean? I just had to have Gary's
still
back
don't
on this because
skate.
I agree with Gary. Baseball is harder than people think. The hand-eye coordination for baseball is harder than you think it is.
know how it went from I saying baseball is the least of the talented sports to me saying baseball isn't hard.
No, because hand-eye coordination matters. That's what we're talking about.
I think Gary just went off the topic that you used. That guy that was like he looked like my
Yeah,
uncle. Like
I
Cal-
never
so
said baseball.
hand-eye coordination is talent. That's a talent.
It takes the most talent out of
Yeah.
football and basketball.
I believe
Uh,
that too.
I don't believe it.
for football and basketball.
In
I would
general,
agree for
not
that.
the best players at the sport. Obviously, you're not that.
But the
that's-
most talent to play.
Yeah.
I think hockey.
Ho-
Well, I
hockey-
can't skate, so that could be
Yeah,
true.
like hockey's a different. You got to be kind of, there's got to be
Fucking
something in your
crazy.
brain that's like, I want to go like punch people and like die every day. Like
Yeah,
have
they're
something wrong
kind
with
of
you.
soft anymore anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they're real
still
soft.
just want to go out there and be like, I'm gonna die today. It's fine. I'm gonna go out on the ice and die. Like
Did
that's
they ever sentence that one dude to, did that dude get convicted of murder?
I
The
never heard
ice skate
anything
and the throw
about it
guy?
after that. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I never heard anything
they
else
pursued
about it.
charges.
Oh, they
Jesus.
should have. That was
Horrific.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I couldn't even believe it. They're like, oh, why would they do this? The motherfucker hit like that with the skate. Did you see it, Tony?
No, but
I can't kick my leg like this. So I'm just gonna.
no, like that.
Dude, it was above his shoulder.
Yeah.
He caught him in
It was
the
like a
neck.
roundhouse
He roundhouse hit him
Did this
in
happen
the
recently?
on skates.
and
I
killed
don't
him
know. It's been a while.
within the last
happened
year.
a couple times, but the
fucking
most
killed
recent
him.
one was last year, and it absolutely seemed like it was. He might not have meant to do that, but he was meaning to do something.
He was meaning to hurt him.
Did he kill him?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, guy died. Bled out.
instantly. He died
his-
on the ice.
Slit his throat.
Oh, the throat.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why I said.
So
it's
it was
changed.
2023, November 14th, 2023.
I'm not
Okay,
laughing
just
at
over
the
here.
incident.
That's when it says they
I'm
arrested
laughing
him.
at Vic doing this. I'm not laughing at what happened. But him
Yeah.
doing this is making me laugh. Sorry.
No, it was bad.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
It
in,
is thrown open, huh?
that was in the UK.
No, like instantly, you knew it was over. Like once it happened, there's this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
no,
it was disgusting. That
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, then
That-
then in
that-
January, the USA Hockey mandated neck protection for youths.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a
that
youth.
was
No, this
No.
is just
No,
after that
this
happened.
was-
This
Yeah.
happened in the UK, and then the USA Hockey's like, hey, we're gonna protect everybody's neck since people want to do roundhouses on skates now.
Fucking Wu Tang.
you want
No.
you want to talk about something impressive. I mean, doing a roundhouse on a skate. I mean,
Take any baseball player and put him out there on the ice and see if they can roundhouse somebody in the neck.
Fucking roundhouse.
Kick this motherfucker in the neck with your skate.
I need you to do one thing.
God.
Spin around.
Oh God,
All
that
right,
was
guys. Well,
tragic. That was tragic. We're not
It was
laughing
awful.
at that.
yeah, no, we're not laughing at the incident. We're just laughing
Absolutely
at
not.
talent. It's all talent
Do you
wise.
think Chuck Norris could throw around?
Could roundhouse somebody on
Skates
skates.
Oh, I guarantee he could.
Chuck Norris could skate on his bare feet. All right.
He skates on his toenails, sharpens them.
He could split the ice. Like Moses.
Oh,
All right.
The
You're
water would
hard.
just melt, or the ice would melt under his feet. It'd be good. All right,
Chuck
guys.
Nor-
Well, that's gonna wrap us for this week on the main course. As always, like, follow, subscribe. If you like what we did, let us know. And if you don't like what we did, let us know. And we'll catch you next week.
we'll see you guys.
Later.
Later.
With laughter and stories, it's our holiday. From old memories to new jokes, we're ready to deal. Life's a wacky game.